So I gotta play fast, a little faster as well. I've been trying to commentate, but I guess he could play knight h4 to try and bring me to a crisis on the light squares, and that's exactly what he does. So really, my opponent is playing much better than I am. Probably just end up losing a pawn. I'm on the back foot, as they say. So this knight's not doing anything useful at the moment. That's so where can I position this knight? Maybe get back into f7 to help defend the d6 pawn. So he's probably trying to play c5 at some point. Oh gosh, this is, and now I'm just you can come to d5 now. Yeah, this is very unpleasant. I want to allow my bishop to drop down. Now where am I gonna go if he plays at g4? I could perhaps come into c2. First I have to not lose an exchange. Well, I need some counterplay. Another problem is if my bishop runs away, he's able to take this. And then I'll have to go to the back rank. See here, takes there. But before I take here, I think I can, I'll poke him with g5. Because my bishop is watching both of them. Oh, wow. That was crappy. Sure. Play that guy again, why not? Of course he rematches me. Based on that game, he probably thinks he is much better than I am. Yeah, so far, this is not good. A3 first, because if I do b3, he can play d5. Here, b3. See, I'm waiting for him to commit his light square bishop before deciding on how to expand. I want to play c6 and d5. I can play d4 myself, and I think I will. So here, one thing I can play h3 and g4 in order to gain a tempo on the bishop, and then develop the knight to g3. I think I'll just castle first. If he takes there, I gotta take with knight, because my d4 is hanging. Well, that's okay. Let's see if he'll give me the bishop. Yes. So now I have something. I have something to work with. So I can try and play b4 and c5, but first I should probably, oppose his rook. So now he could come into e4 if he wants to, but it doesn't particularly do anything. Can attack him. See, he can take on g3 or f2, but the d4 pawn is well protected at the moment. So I can come into F4, D5 if I want to. I can try and break that up. I'll just preface that by moving my rook into the center. Now I don't want to play D5 because that lets his knight into E5. But I might want to play B4 and C5. Alright, so he's attacking this now with 3 pieces. I'm defending it with 4. I could play knight F4, maybe trying to play knight D5. That looks like it could be alright. He can sack on F2 if he wants to, and then take there, and then take D4. Unless I've overlooked a tactic, I don't think that is dangerous. Some ideas here. I want to come knight D5, and then perhaps we'll see what he does when I do that. Perhaps play bishop to A1 so that my bishop is defended, and that way this pawn can move. Alright, just taking those 2 squares, neither of which are particularly, doesn't have anything going on at the moment. But he might, like if he plays Queen H6, and take that. But am I really concerned about that? Also E7 if I can chase that knight away. You can always take there, I can take back. Or I can just chop on B6. Chop on B6 and bishop to D5. Yeah, why not? All right. So now I've made a weakness in his camp. He's offering a trade of queens. I'm okay with that, I think. So, let's see, I can blow his knight away. I guess I could have taken that pawn, but it gives me bad structure. Alright, he's coming to F6. So, where do I want to play when he does that? So when he goes to F6, I want to be on F3 So he wants the knight to come back to G5. Maybe I don't want the knight to come to G5. So here, yeah, it's a or I could bring the bishop. I could bring the bishop there, but he can exchange and take D4. So I think I'll keep the bishop on C3. But yeah, G5 is a point which I can attack in the future. Attack that with the king and then bring the bishop to attack G5. Check. Check.
Her smile like a chemical extract of perfection. Rare minerals, she smell like a happy birthday on a Thursday. Quiet time, love, sleep in, away.
That's how I got a protected pass palm. He's dead.
So beautiful and so damn rare. She's angelic and energetic, using sex as a weapon. I reckon that I confess in her body is just a blessing from God down to earth. She needs to be in the church to prove it in this world.
Maybe he doesn't really want to play.
To see a glow, cause her body proposes secrets untold, value like platinum and gold. But she is the key to open my mind and see the energy that radiates from the gates of heaven.
Alright, so what did we learn from these games? We learned that, you know, I'm getting a bit far behind on time because I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, so that's why I played 3-2 as opposed to 3-0. Here. So I think that take on E2 didn't really turn into anything for him. Like he played knight E4 and then F5 to reinforce it, but this knight on E4 was never really able to do anything to threaten me. And like he played his knight to G5, maybe attacking the... Alright, you are going to... Okay, cool. Alright, well, I'm just going to... I guess I'll just play some more games and see if anyone else shows up. Alt 0. Alt O. Alright, more Blitz games, I think. Thank you for watching. And I might still be playing when you come back, who knows. I wonder if I should be playing 3-0 and just try and go fast and talk about the games afterwards. No, 3-2 is okay. Let's do 3-2 again. Slightly higher rated opponent. Gotta do the 2G3 system this time. And we'll do a reversed closed Sicilian. So I'm waiting to see what he's going to do with his f-pawn and his knight. So if he'll play f5 early on. Because if he plays f5 early on, I prefer to put my knight on h3. See, I'll hit his knight and see. Probably he's going to dive into d4. And do d3. So now I think I'm putting my knight on e2 and my bishop on d2. And I am planning on stopping him with f4. Yep. Alright, so is it... I've got to play bishop d2 or bishop a3? I think we'll just go d2, but first we'll perhaps expand. Throw my knight into d4. Maybe bishop b2 instead. I'm gonna put my bishop on b2 and see if the bishops will ever become opposed. Time for knight d5. Knight d5, and if he chops it, I'm gonna, chop back and I'll play e4. Alright, so this gives me an opportunity to reinforce the knight, and we'll do that. Then we'll play king h1 with g1 to prepare for this g file that's going to become open. Don't forget to update your profile information about schedule. What schedule? We don't have a schedule here. Again, because I intend to take back with the G pawn, I'm going to put my rook on the G file. I like that my queen is controlling the, the diagonal to H5. Maybe I'll even play Queen H5, but it doesn't really attack anything. And my rooks are already getting connected. So they want to try and go for the A file, or do I want to get on the G file? Probably the. Actually, you know what? I'll play Queen A1 first, because that vaguely threatens the A file and long diagonal. So now his queen has abandoned the queen side. I can think about playing A5 and try and make the B5 weakness. Gotta keep alert for the possibility of using the stochastic squares. So, what do I do? Do I just So what am I going to do when he plays G3? Maybe I'll just blockade it. Chop this. Come in with the queen, hit B6. If he plays H4, I'm going to play back. What does he do about B6? I mean, this stuff on the king side, it looks scary. He's got the 2 on the 1, but I mean, does he have a way to open right away? I can play H3 right now if I want to, or I can play Rook G1. What is he threatening, really? H3 and then takes. I have to play pawn takes. So I can play Rook G1 if I want to. I think I will. So if he plays H3, I'm going to chop G3. If he takes there, I'm going to just take with king. Alright, so he's coming over to the G file. I'll grab a pawn. Different pawn. Another possibility, Queen E5, pinning his rook on G7. Alright, so now is he threatening G3? I can also close this down if I want to. How is he going to play when I close it down? It's a good question. But I don't have to close it down just yet, so I won't. I can also... So the rook is pinned. The rook is pinned, hence... Knight E7. My rook is pinned. Alright, good game. Now what? I'll rematch that guy. That was a good game.